This is the worst introduction to a video I've ever made. Today we have gathered to talk about toxic gamers, toxic masculinity, bigotry, hatred, racism, you name it. This man embodies it. You know who I'm talking about. If you need any help pointing to the Marvel Strike Force content creator that brings us here today, please ask down in the comments and someone will let you know, because this individual in our community persists, and everyone, it is not enough. It is not enough to you yourself be a good person. It's not enough. There are too many bigots, racists, homophobes out here in our communities. When you see something, you must react against it. You must have no tolerance for intolerance. We must react, and we must not silence these people who are calling attention to the problems that we're having in our communities. And we are having this problem in the Marvel Strike Force community, and I, for one, am disappointed in all of us. The Marvel Strike Force community has not done enough to speak out against what's been happening in this community for at least 2 years now. And certain individuals have tried. I myself have tried. But I realize that I have not done enough. So I am out here again today to try to speak out upon it. And the gravediggers are with me. And they have taken to Reddit to also inform others. But Reddit has silenced them. That's right. I'm going to cover a Reddit post that was removed from Reddit, because apparently this discourse is not allowed there. But folks, gravediggers, this sort of discourse is allowed here. So if you want to shout down racism, hatred, bigotry, you can come to the Mr. Hartgrave channel. You can like, you can subscribe, you can ring the bell for the notifications for when my videos go live, because this voice is important. Your voice is important to me. And that is why I will not only read the post that was taken down from Reddit, but I will read all of the comments and the reason given for its removal. And then you can decide if the appropriate action was taken and if we are in fact doing enough. So let's start with the original post, which I believe is something that I may have originally posted, or something they're like it. It's a paraphrase of something that I put on my server that Boylon, who is the target of these fucking attacks, put on his server as well. We are trying to get some defense for a beloved member of our community in Boylon. Once again, he has taken fire from this individual in our midst, and we must do something. Because I read this is from Bogo. We all love Bogo here on the channel. Bogo, longtime gravedigger, posts on Reddit today: LGBTQ hate and racism in the MSF community needs to stop. And I agree. Most of us, he says, most of us that watch videos on Marvel Strike Force have probably stumbled upon a handful of videos of content creators speaking out against this content creator, which I shall not name, for he has put erroneous strikes on my channel. And I don't want to deal with that anymore. But I will not stop myself from talking about what is happening in our community. Once again, just ask down in the comments. One of his latest videos, he makes a reference towards Boylon, saying that he wanted to play Prison Shower or Soap Catcher with his partner. This is unacceptable, by the way, and I use this voice to let you know that I would not say these things about a member of our community, about a friend of mine. So I want you to make it very clear. I am not saying those things. This is what the content creator said, among many other horrible things. Much worse than that, by the way. And this is the third time he has made disparaging remarks about Boylon's sexuality. And this is the thing, folks. It's one thing to talk about another content creator, one of your peers, and say, I don't agree with their beliefs about Marvel Strike Force, a stupid video game, a predatory mobile game that is marketing gambling to children. That is one thing, sir. But to go about criticizing someone's lifestyle that is maybe you don't agree with for various reasons is out of line in a Marvel Strike Force video. And he points towards a time mark in a video that he posted along with this, which was also taken down. From Reddit, not YouTube, by the way. It still exists on YouTube. And a link which would proves his racist statements towards a person of color. Neither should be accepted as part of this community, and I wholeheartedly agree. Everyone knows this content creator is garbage, speaking about the bigot, racist, homophobe. If anyone is actually giving him views, they should really think about why they are watching him. If people stop watching him, it won't be worth his time to make content. Yes, this, so much. The problem is they don't know. Okay, out of this content creator's 6,000 subscribers, which is a pittance really in terms of Marvel Strike Force, close to my own relevance, they don't know what kind of person this is. So they will keep viewing, they will keep watching, and that's why videos like this, posts like this are important. It needs to be known that this individual cannot help themselves from saying these things. In a 6-hour live stream that was removed that I have covered in the past and is still available on this channel, we covered what kind of things were said in this 6-hour tirade that he went on. When last time he was confronted with his behavior. Did he apologize? Oh, no. He doubled down, quadrupled down on all of his statements. He stands by his beliefs. He stands by everything he says. Next comment. I wish Scopely or YouTube would do something about this content creator. I have seen Mr. Hargrave talking about this person, and something else needs to be done about him seriously. So far, myself and Boylon have confronted this individual directly through YouTube. Reminex has also joined, but has yet to make a YouTube video. I hear one is on the way. That will be more helpful. Talking about it in a Twitch stream is one thing. Carrying this forward in a YouTube video that gets many more thousand views is a much bolder step that I am anxiously awaiting to happen from other content creators as myself. Next comment. I have never heard of this guy before, but if he's as bad as everyone says he is, and he's getting a decent amount of views for Marvel Strike Force content, then he should have his YouTube and Marvel Strike Force accounts locked until he can act right. I'm sure Scopely doesn't want the negative press either. No, they don't. And the word I get from Scopely is that they would love to ban his account if they can catch him doing something bad enough with Marvel Strike Force content playing behind him. So that is probably something that you should be on the lookout for if you are monitoring this individual. Next comment. It's true that by clicking on the video, we give him views, but we can also report the video on YouTube for hateful content, and he will be taken down and demonetized, so he doesn't get a penny for the views. This is incorrect, as I know from firsthand experience. If your video gets reported, it does not get taken down. It needs to be reported en masse. That means everyone needs to report it. Not just 1 or 2 people or 10 people or even 100 people. We need thousands of people to report it. So that's the kind of action that we need, and that's the kind of action that hasn't been taken. If you feel that this is no big deal, great. If you think that this is offensive, report it. Report anything you find offensive on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff to report. Next comment. Is that a link to his video? If so, don't direct people to that garbage. It just increases his views. Yes, this is correct. You do not want to further platform individuals. It's one of the reasons why I will not play the footage. I will not speak his name any further. This is never about him. It is about his behavior. But if we are to take action against this individual, report the video itself, it may be important to provide the link. There are ways to find out who this individual is and how to take action against them. The original poster, Bogo, responds to this and says, I thought about not adding the video, but I wanted to prove to people that this post wasn't made up and full of shit. Yes, it may increase views, but it will increase the amount of reports as well. It may be worth it, and that is correct. A lot of people say when this comes up in our community, they say, just ignore him and he'll go away. No, he will not. He will probably never go away. He will need to be pushed out. And a lot of content creators, respect given, have done everything we can do. No one does collaborations with him. No one backs up his content. No one supports his videos. No one. And that should tell you a lot in itself. If there's a content creator for your mobile game that literally no other content creators will associate with, there's a reason why. Moving on. Next comment says, report him to Google. He will be banned from YouTube in a heartbeat. This guy is not even clever enough to hide his hate and racism in a single bit. Not correct again, I'm sorry. He's been reported numerous times. It will not remove him from YouTube. The thing that will remove you from YouTube, as I know, are copyright strikes. He filed one against me erroneously for playing his footage and criticizing him, which is, if you look up fair use doctrine, legal. I am allowed to criticize you by playing small portions of the work that I am criticizing, which is all I did. No more than like 10 to 20 seconds were played before I contributed my lengthy rebuttals. So for his like 5 minutes of video, I did 45 minutes on top of it. I transformed the content. It is fair use. However, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. If you file a copyright strike on a creator, they will take the copyright striker's side. They do not care about the creators on YouTube. They will not protect you. You need to have a lawyer get involved. When I contacted my lawyer, he advised me to let him handle it. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm not saying his name. I'm not playing his footage. I am basically staying out of it, but I can't stay silent. So I'm getting this video out here because members of our community are being silenced on this, and I don't believe that is correct. And what I wanted to get about that is that if you do have 3 copyright strikes put on you, which anyone can do, by the way, so if anyone feels that you are infringing upon copyright, they can put an erroneous copyright strike on your channel. And if you get 3 of them, even if you violated no copyright, they will instantly remove your channel. And then you will have to get a lawyer involved to get your channel back. I've already started on these actions, so I'm protected. I don't know if he is. Another comment says, oh wow, fuck that guy, which is quite right. I agree with that comment. Next comment. It's not a community problem. It's a problem with a specific individual who has been nothing but toxic every time I see the name come up. Remember, this is the same buffoon who made a copyright claim on one of Mobile Gamer's videos for stealing his idea. This is correct. This individual is known to put erroneous content copyright strikes on people. And that's why I feel foolish, quite honestly, for opening the door to that and actually naming him and playing his video. I should not have done that, although it doesn't matter. It was fair use. Look up the fair use doctrine. It falls within it 1000%. However, my problem is that I don't have a copy of the video to show you how much fair use it was. But it has been assured to me by my lawyer that we can still move forward with our actions, which we will do. Next comment. You say this is in the community and it's not. What it is parasited onto the community. The less this troglodyte gets acknowledged, the better. Anytime you see someone sharing low effort, this slightly standard character works too. If you put a gear tier 16 on them content, shut it right down. even though his bigotry is super low effort. Okay, so this is 2 comments basically saying the same thing. Hey, this isn't really in our community. This isn't really our problem. Guess what? It is. He puts Marvel Strike Force all over his shit. People find him. People don't know about him. Look, the only way to combat this is to not shut the fuck up about it until something's done about it, which is what I'm doing today. We can't just ignore it. It won't just go away. He will keep on doing what he has been doing for 2 years. It won't change unless it is halted. Congratulations, next post. It says, congratulations, thanks to your post on the YouTube, the YouTuber has an increase in views. Never heard the saying, no publicity is bad publicity. He does not want this publicity. What I'm doing right now is not going to help him. And when we first made our videos, me and Boylon, he took a drastic dip in subscriptions. However, he shut the fuck up for about a month and a half and they all came back. And that's why we can't shut the fuck up. His channel will only grow if we say nothing. I can't make that more clear. Okay, at this point, the moderator steps in and removes it. And they say personal attacks of any kind will not be tolerated. We will not condone any type of harassment, hate speech, or witch hunting. And they furthermore state that the best we can do on Reddit is ignore this creator, and Reddit is not the place for this. Report his comments, videos on the platforms they appear on. If you have any questions, please message us, blah, blah, blah. Look! It's a Marvel Strike Force content creator. This is the Marvel Strike Force Reddit. I understand you can ban whatever you want, but that's kind of the problem. When you go to the Marvel Strike Force Reddit, don't think it's some sort of community service that's being done there. It is the moderators of Reddit that are totally controlling what you see and removing anything they don't like. What can we do about it? I don't know. I'm doing everything I can do. I'm out here every day on my channel trying to push back evil in the world, whether it be predatory mobile game companies or bigoted, hateful content creators right in my backyard. You can trust me. I'm Mr. Hartgrave. Grave diggers! I know you've already done something. I want everyone to be a grave digger. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and keep digging.